Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on how to make this design of Crinoline Fascinator. Please endeavor to watch this video to the end and also like and comment on this video. These are the materials I'm going to be needing to make the fascinator. Firstly, I'm going to be needing crinoline. This is the wide crinoline, and this crinoline measures 6 inches is about 7 inches in width. Okay, so it's about 7 inches, 6 inches to 7 inches in width. Then I'm also going to be needing measurement tape. I'll be needing velvet ribbon. Then I would also be needing BC Stars on gum. You can go ahead and use your USU gum. I'll be needing a pair of scissors, Alice band, and flexible fascinator wire. This is the flexible fascinator wire. Then to cut the fascinator wire, I will be needing a pair of pliers. I measured and cut out 35 inches crinoline. The length is 35 inches. And after cutting that, I'm going to take one tip of the fascinator wire, the flexible fascinator wire, and I'm going to be inserting the fascinator wire into the crinoline. So please watch closely. This is how you go about it. I'm going to insert the fascinator wire to the end of the crinoline, the other end of the crinoline. Then I will pull it. Can I see? The next thing to do is to get my pair of pliers, and I'm going to cut out the excess fascinator wire. After cutting out the excess fascinator wire, I'll also go ahead and insert fascinator wire to the other side of the crinoline. So this is the other side of the crinoline. I will insert the fascinator wire to the end of the crinoline. This is what I have after inserting the fascinator wire into both sides of the crinoline. Can you see? The next thing to do is to get my velvet ribbon, and I'm going to be using the velvet ribbon to cover the edges of the crinoline. So I'll get my BC Stars on gum, and I'm going to apply the gum. So this is how to apply the gum. You apply the gum on both sides of the ribbon. You're going to apply it on this side, and you're also going to apply it on this side. So after applying the gum, I'm going to take the crinoline, and I'll use the bias stripe or velvet ribbon to tape it like so. After covering one side with the velvet ribbon, I'm also going to cover the other side. I'll apply gum on this velvet ribbon and I'll use it to cover the other side. After covering both sides of the crinoline with the velvet ribbon, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bend. Just watch me. I'm also going to flip over to the other side and do the same. Can you see? Then I'm going to fold like so. Then I'm going to secure this part with my needle and my thread. So to secure it, please be sure to pass the needle and the thread through the velvet ribbon, because if you pass it through the crinoline alone, the thread will just go off. So you don't want that. Pass it through the velvet ribbon first before you start securing it. After securing both tips of the crinoline, the next thing I'm going to do is, before you go ahead and make your design with it, just open this part or drag it, pull it out. Okay, you pull it out and you are going to be having something like this. Next, you are going to use your hands, watch closely. The fascinator wire is flexible, so use your hands to bend. Watch closely. I will arrange it properly, then I'll use the needle and the thread to secure it. I'm going to set this aside. Then I'll get my crinoline again and I'm going to measure at 0.5 inches of the crinoline. The next thing to do is to fold this crinoline. You are going to fold the crinoline into two, and after folding, I'm going to get my pressing iron and I'm going to iron the crinoline down. You're going to iron it. Get your pressing iron and iron it straight down. Also iron it to the side. And you, after ironing, you are going to fold again. You fold for the second time and then you are going to iron it. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to iron this off camera and then I'll get back. After ironing the crinoline, the next thing I'm going to do is I'll get my fascinator wire, and from this opening I'm going to fold. Can you see this part that is open? You are going to insert the fascinator wire into it. After inserting the fascinator wire, I will also get my velvet ribbon and I'm going to apply my gum, and I will also cover up this part with the velvet ribbon. So this is how to go about it. After applying the gum, you are going to fold this part like so. And then you get the velvet ribbon. So you want to ensure that this part is neatly covered. Can you see? Then you continue. So this is it. Please be sure to seal up this tip neatly. Can you see? The next thing I'm going to do is to use this to form my spiral. So you bend the fascinator wire. This is the flexible fascinator wire. You bend it like so. So this is the more reason you should work with the flexible fascinator wire. So you just keep. Can you see? So this is it. This is my spiral. You can go ahead and shaping it or bend it to your desired shape or design. I'm going to set this aside. Next, I will cut out another piece of crinoline, and this crinoline measures 20 inches in length. The length is 20 inches. Can you see? Now I'm going to secure both tip of the crinoline with my needle and my thread. So this is how to secure the tip of your crinoline. After securing both tips or the fraying edges of the crinoline, I'm going to fold my crinoline into two like so, and then I will use the thread. Please watch closely. I'm going to make loose stitches on the thread on the crinoline using my thread and my needle and my thread. I'm going to pull the thread when I get to the other end of the crinoline. Can you see? Now I'm going to take my one tip of the crinoline. Please watch closely, and I'm going to fold. I'll fold like so, and then I'm going to pleat this part. So before I pleat, I may want to secure this part that I fold. This part of, so you use your needle and your thread to secure it before you go ahead and make your plate. Okay. So next I'm going to make some pleats on the crinoline. Can you see? And then I'm going to secure that. So I'll go ahead and keep making pleats just like that, and then I'll secure it. Can you see? So this is how you make your pleats. You just take your ends and you pleat like that. Then I will roll it around a bit. Can you see? Then I'm going to secure it firmly. I'm going to secure this and set it aside. Next, I'll take the big bow fascinator, my Harley's band, and my spiral design, and I'm going to be attaching the design to the Harley's band. So first, I may want to attach the spiral design to the big bow design before I go ahead and attach it to the Harley's band. And you may also want to cover your Harley's band with the velvet ribbon. I think I've illustrated that in some of our tutorial videos, so you can go ahead and watch that video. Now, I will take my I'm going to be using hot glue gun to attach it to my Alice band, and I'm also going to be using a needle and thread. Okay, so firstly, you have to determine where you want to be the front of the fascinator before you go ahead and place it on your Alice band. So I want this part to be the front of the fascinator, and this is the part where I'm going to be placing the the spiral design on. So you have to be calculative. You have to calculate and determine where you want to place it. Then you go ahead and tack. So I will tack this down to the spiral design first, to the big bowl design before I will go ahead and place it on the fascinator on the um on the Alice band. After attaching the spiral design to the bowl design, I'm going to take my candle wax and my lighter, and I'm going to be using it to attach it to the Alice band before I'll go ahead and use my needle and my thread to further secure it. So you can go ahead and use hot glue gun. There's power failure at the moment, so I that's the reason I'm using my candle wax and my lighter. So I've decided, or I've marked out the part where I want to place the I want to place my design on the Alice band. You can do this by taking the design and the Alice band to your head or to your dummy head, and then you decide and mark it out. So I marked this part out, and I'm going to apply the gum on this part like so. After applying the gum on the Alice band, I will then place the design on it like so. So the next thing I want to do is to further secure this with either my needle and my thread or the velvet ribbon. And to do that, you are going to apply your gum, and then you place the velvet ribbon like so. Just use it to wrap this part, and then you go ahead and attach it just like that. Can you see? So I will go ahead and apply my gum off camera, and then I will glue it down. So I've been able to use my velvet ribbon to further secure it. The last thing I want to do is to attach my rose design. So you go ahead and use your needle and your thread to tack down the rose design to your work. Okay, so you may want to maybe flatten the design depending on how you want it. So you just go ahead and use your needle and your thread to tack. This is how I'm going to tack the design. Now at the back, this part was a bit too long. At first, I have to use my lighter to burn it, and I discovered that it was not too neat because I did not intend to cover it with any fabric or anything when I'm done. So what I did, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to cover it up neatly with my velvet ribbon so that the back will look neat as well, and it will align with this velvet ribbon that I have on here. So what I'll do now is get my gum. I'll get my hot glue gun. I think you can also use your Hisi gun. Hot glue gun will be faster, so you just go ahead and burn your candle wax or your hot glue gun, and then you are going to apply it. I have been able to seal up this part neatly. I'll go ahead and use my needle and my thread to tack it down to my work, and at the back, can you see? It looks very neat at the back. So, tacking this down with your needle and your thread shouldn't be an issue at all. You can go ahead and do that. So, I'll do that off camera. I also went ahead to further embellish this with some feathers, and this is the finished look. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like this video and drop a comment for us in the comment section of this video.